Hello, and welcome to Midnight with Melissa and Friends.
Hello!
No, I'm just kidding. We are doing podcast with the exercise man, and this is my podcast voice. Here we have with us tonight, we have Felicia.
Hey.
And Trevin.
Trevin.
Kill.
Kacey.
Yeah.
And Daniel.
Hey.
And it is about 12:45 a.m., so we're going to have a conversation now.
Juicy
All right.
conversation.
All right.
That's good.
All right.
No.
I was ready.
Shut
I had
down.
one chambered, ready to throw down.
He's
All
ready
right.
to throw down. So I'm going to turn over the time because I'm the host. Not Dan. I'm just kidding. You're tag team. You're in. Go.
Okay. I forgot my question. Okay. So, say you go on a date. It's your first date. Okay. You go on your first
The
date.
theme for tonight is deep questions. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. So this is a scenario, right? You go on a first date with a girl or a guy you really, really like, right? You're really into this person.
Am I the female or am I?
You're you.
You're you.
Who are you?
Casey
I just said
is
guy or a
you.
girl
Okay.
because there's females and
Felicia's
males present.
Beyonce.
Okay.
I'm
cool.
always Beyonce.
There you go. Okay, so you go to the movies. You've been on a couple dates, nothing really sizzled or anything. No like kissing or anything like that. So you go to the movies, and the other person, they're sitting next to you. The movie's playing through, and they like put their hand on your hand, and you're like, oh, you're getting all worked up a little bit. You're like, oh, this is nice. And then like they lift the armchair up, and it's not just all in one thing. It's just like throughout the movie, little bits. They get like this build up, and then like they reach over and they go to kiss you on the cheek, but when they pull away, they freaking leave a slug attached to your cheek.
Ew.
And then you're like, oh, what was that? And then the person's like, I'm sorry. Whenever I cry or whenever there's like saliva, it just makes slugs. And like they're crying, and he or she's crying slugs.
Ew.
Or like-
Little slugs or big slugs?
They're like this big. They're like a couple inches.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they're like, oh, I can't find a good date, and I'm having trouble dating because of all these slugs. They like blow their nose, and they have like a handful of slugs.
Oh my
What do you do? How do you react?
This is real life preparation.
This is real.
You never know when you come across
I
it.
would.
What did you do when Trevin did this?
Yeah, like picture Trevin the first time you guys were in the movie theater.
No.
Yeah, and it was
Don't put
Trevin.
Trevin in the.
He pulled away, and he
There's
left a
slug
freaking slug
my
on your
face.
cheek,
Ew.
dude.
She's not gonna look at Trevin ever the same way again.
Don't ever look at me, Trevin.
He's like, what if he isn't sad about it? What if he's totally embraced it? Like, yeah, that's right, I got slug kisses.
Wait a second. Okay, I want to hear what Felicia's
Sorry.
gonna do.
Okay, well that's super gross, but I'd probably go throughout the date and be really nice to them.
Dang.
And then
That's
later
a
that
classic girl
night,
move.
I would text him and be like,
Shut
I'm
him
not
down.
really feeling it.
Classic
Sorry.
girl move. That's what the
Shut
ladies do.
him.
Am I right?
Yeah.
That's totally a thing.
All right, let's
Yes,
go around the
sir.
circle. What about you, Trev?
Hmm.
If Felicia
So
reached over.
I got a pretty good medication for that.
Oh dang, he's a doctor.
This medication.
There's a
Yeah.
doctor in the house.
What
2
is-
doses of 9 mil.
Oh, you're fine.
Zombie
You would just
woman.
You would just shoot him in the
Oh my
theater right there.
gosh.
Yeah, I think everyone would thank me. Some
Oh,
Oh
Casey,
my
what if-
gosh,
what if
that
Anna Paula
hurts
did
my
that?
heart.
See, I'm different because in my mind, I'm like kinky, you know?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Ew.
So she's gonna kiss you one day on the lips.
Start puking slugs.
Is it salty, sweet?
Oh gosh.
I've never
God.
tasted a slug,
Yeah.
man. I have no idea.
It's
I'm
just
totally gonna
slimy
gag.
and it moves
Oh,
really
no.
slow and it's like
Oh no.
it's
Oh no.
It's a slug, man.
Oh no.
It's nasty.
That would be tough, but
Are you just gonna be following around the house pouring salt on him to get rid of him?
yeah.
Don't put words in his mouth.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't-
asking.
I don't know what I would do, but my first response is like, all right, sloppy kisser, I guess.
Oh, whoa, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Good for you,
He's
man.
not
Good for
shallow.
I gotta finish this movie. I mean, it's like
Okay, Dan.
$21 worth of popcorn. I gotta finish this
Wait.
movie.
I gotta finish Casey. Okay,
Okay.
now, what would you do?
I would move 2 seats down. And then I
Dang.
get up, walk back over, take the popcorn out of her hands, and then move back to seats. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just
See,
kidding.
See, because
Boy,
popcorn
No.
is expensive.
I paid for that popcorn.
Yeah.
Whoa, but it's a slug. Those slugs would be dying with that salty popcorn.
Yeah.
She'd be like
Thinking.
committing like suicide right in
That's
front
gross.
of you. Kinda.
So, what would happen if you poured salt on the person?
That would be.
Would they
an
start
interesting-
bubbling too?
I'm gonna say
This
no,
is
just the
mean.
slugs.
This is getting
Just the
mean,
slugs.
guys. This is
Okay.
getting really mean.
Yeah.
I feel weird.
What if her skin just starts like boiling?
To all
Oh,
the
that's
aliens listening
triggers.
to this podcast,
you went
we
on a
are
date.
not prejudiced.
You went on a date
You
with
know?
Slug. You
With,
went on a
especially
Slug
if
girl.
you have slug mouth.
Oh, Slug mouth.
We probably
Okay.
shouldn't talk over each other, guys.
What?
Does it get confusing?
I feel like it
I'm
didn't
good.
last time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Just making sure.
Wait,
Well-
what did Missa say?
What did Missa
Yeah, what
say?
about you, Missa?
Oh, man. Oh, I don't know.
You don't have to be nice. It's not a real person.
Yeah, I probably, if it was real life, I'd probably do what you did.
Classic
it-
Missa.
With Felicia, like bear through it and then not do it. I don't know. I would look up. You know what? If it was a guy, I'd be like, let's Google some fellow slug ladies. Let's find you a good match.
Oh, that
Be
is
their
that,
friend.
yeah. If I were to be
Yeah.
honest, I would be like, I would make sure she didn't kiss me or anything again.
Oh, now you're being honest.
But I would, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't sit down. That's jacked up.
I would finish the movie.
Yeah, I would finish
Yeah.
the movie and go, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen.
Unless if it's Twilight.
I've
You
never
just-
seen. I've
if
never
it's
seen Twilight.
It
You
changes
walk
all
out.
the circumstances.
Yeah.
Funny thing is,
Everything changes.
the first Twilight movie, I actually really enjoyed it.
Really? Was it?
But then
Oh,
I
it's
watched,
so embarrassing.
I watched all the other Twilights on my
Embarrassing
mission,
stories
and they
with
were
the Exorcist.
terrible.
Man.
You watched
Yeah,
all
I
the
watched
rest?
all the rest on my mission. And I was like, man, these movies suck.
Do you still
Yeah.
like the first one?
I think I just had a big crush on.
Kristen
Kirsten
Stewart?
Yeah,
Is it Kirsten or Kristen?
That stone cold
I don't
gaze,
know.
man. That
Kirsten-
stoic
Kristen-
gaze off into
Yeah,
the
I
sunset.
I always get so like touchy with that.
Yeah, I know.
You ever
But-
met a Kirsten? Don't
Yeah,
ever call
I
her
had a best
Kristen,
friend
man.
named Kirsten.
Oh,
actually.
are you no longer
Kirsten,
best friends because you said
Kristen,
Kirsten? I
Preston.
bet so. I bet so.
happens
So,
to everyone.
That reminds me, at my graduation, high school graduation, I like walked up, and then everyone always gets my name wrong. They always say Trevor, and then Tingy. And I was like, it is Trevin. It's like, I got it good. And as I'm walking up, Trevor Tingy, and I was like,
Oh
Oh,
my god.
I
Gosh
remember
dang
hearing
it.
that. Yeah.
The lady at the lady when we did
Damn.
swing, yeah, she called it that swing when we
Oh,
did
yeah, what
swing
did she
dancing.
call?
She's like, well,
Trevin.
Trevane.
oh, yeah,
Trevin. Oh, yeah.
Trevin.
Trevin's so nice, he just doesn't say
I would
anything.
I would have rolled with it too, man.
I would take that as a compliment.
Trevin.
Trevin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Trevane, you're so
we did.
exotic.
Yeah.
We did it for our audience. We did swing dance lessons.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there was
This-
an old lady, and she was teaching, and she called Trevin Trevane. I just repeated everything you guys
You
said.
sound like me.
That was really necessary. I'm a good host.
Because no one understood it the first time. You know, so good thing you hopped in
I'm
there.
sparsing these out for you guys. That's
Glad
what I
this is
do. What else was I gonna say? Oh, I passed out in a Twilight movie. Did I ever tell you that?
Which
Whoa.
one?
The one with
The birth.
yeah,
Breaking Dawn?
yeah, where the
Breaking
baby eats its way
belly.
out of the stomach. I
Yeah.
passed out. I woke
Really?
up like we went to the midnight premiere, and I just felt so sick to my stomach at that time. So I thought I was gonna vomit, and I got up and I walked around the corner right where no one could see me in that little hallway, you know. And the next thing I know, I have rug burn on my face. And I'm waking up in a daze, and I was like so shaky. Like I thought about calling Thomas, my older brother. I was like, I gotta call somebody. It was like, oh,
Damn
fuck.
Twilight movie.
Yeah. It was
Wait, so
super
you're really
intense.
squeamish? With
I
things
guess.
Like that?
Yeah.
His blood.
Yeah, blood's a thing. I thought I was gonna be a doctor, and then I had a pre-med class where they talk about all the different occupations. And they did an open heart surgery on the big screen in the auditorium,
no.
and I about passed out in the middle of college and class. Yeah,
Mm.
Does your own blood bother you?
I don't know, which is so weird because I grew up around
Let's
blood.
find out.
Yeah, we're gonna pause now.
Yeah. Grab the butter knife.
But anyways,
Nice.
that's my blood story,
Let's
guys.
see some questions.
You guys want to do questions now?
Yeah.
Give us a good question.
Okay.
Do it.
If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, What would you say? Okay, we're gonna do this in real life. Okay.
For
You
reals?
got 30,
for
yeah,
reals?
and I'm gonna do a timer for 30 seconds. Trevin's freaking out over there.
Dang.
Wait, what are the
It's gonna be legit.
circumstances? Like, you just have their attention.
You have the whole world.
Everyone in
So
the
you
whole
can just
world.
say something, you have no control over anything.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah,
you
it's
say
not-
happens, dude. That's just what
It
happens.
doesn't. I mean, it's just whatever you say.
My
Like,
name's Jeff.
okay, ready? Casey, you want to go first?
Yup.
You're really good.
No, you can do it,
No,
Trevin.
Casey, go.
Think 30 seconds?
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
You got 30 seconds. The whole world is watching right now on this podcast. They're all listening right now. Are you ready?
Oh,
Oh no.
my stomach just dropped.
Oh my gosh, is that really
This is
good?
way more intense feeling than I was
Oh, wow.
anticipating.
You have a timer out and stuff?
Yeah, you're making this too
and-
real.
Okay, I'll go first.
Go,
I wouldn't do
Felicia.
anything.
Throw down.
I wouldn't do anything. I hate attention. Like, I really wouldn't do anything.
You got 26
So,
more
like,
seconds.
Would everyone just be staring at me?
No,
Everyone
say
hold-
This is
everyone's
what they're
just
seeing
listening.
right now.
Yeah,
Okay, you're at 20 seconds.
19 seconds. Everyone's listening to the podcast right now.
I wouldn't
The whole
do
world.
anything.
Ooh, opportunity missed.
Dang. So that was what Felicia said.
I
She's
really-
got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I love Taylor Swift.
Yeah!
That's it.
That was perfect, actually.
All right.
person I care about.
Okay, that was 30 seconds. All right, Trevin, are you ready?
I know what I would do.
I really wouldn't
Okay.
do anything.
Okay, you gotta lean closer. Get into that mic, boy. All right,
Sitting
here
too
you go.
far
30
away.
seconds. Here's your clock. We're gonna hit ready and go.
One day in the early 2000s, I came up with Dorito tacos. It was me, and someone stole my idea. Next thing, I'm really good looking and I'm really famous. Thank you. Give me all your money.
You got 15 more seconds. You got so much
Everyone's still
time.
listening to you.
But sometimes,
Shut down. I said what I needed to say.
sometimes shorter is better, though.
I guess. I mean, you probably need like a good second just to like. Okay, there's your time. But if you were to stand up there realistically, you know, you need a good minute to straighten your hair and stuff, I guess. Or not a good minute, like a good 10 seconds. Okay, Casey, are you ready?
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, this is Casey's 30
Okay.
seconds to the world. Casey Tingy, ready, and...
I also came up with Dorito tacos. Boats and Hose.
what the...
Step Brothers is a good movie.
You don't have... You have time.
Oh, I have time. Oh, yeah. Okay.
16 seconds.
Pace it out,
seconds.
man. Pace it out.
Well, now you don't have time.
Matrix Reloaded #2 is the best movie in the world.
6, 5.
That's all. Yeah.
All right, nice. All right, and I'm the host, so I'm not going to go next, even though I'm sitting next to Casey. Dan's going to go next.
Dang, I don't know what I'm gonna say.
You got to make it
I
up.
thought you said you knew what you were going to say.
I forgot.
You
Oh my
told
gosh,
me
you
years ago
lied.
that you knew what you were going to say to the world if you had 30 seconds.
That was years ago. This is a
You've been
whole.
prepping this for your
You've been
whole life.
Oh, I was
Did
just
you-
gonna
is that
say
what
the
you're
whole
gonna say?
thing. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
You can
Whoa.
say it. I
Jeez.
take that back. Felicia's going to say
No.
that line.
Okay,
Go,
I
Dan.
remember.
All right, okay. Daniel, Drennan, 30 seconds, go.
The whole world.
I just feel like everybody should listen to podcasts with the Exercise Man because I'm just gotta get them points.
Hashtag ad.
Gotta get them Kacey points.
Hashtag ad.
And yeah, hashtag ad and PWTM Radio, aka podcast. So yeah, and I just feel like if there was an animal out there that should be preserved, it should be a
1.
koala.
Done.
That's
Dang,
pretty
that was
Wait,
really
I should have thought of
good.
the animals too.
Oh,
Damn it!
I know. Now I'm thinking of the
Give me this.
animal.
I'm timing
Oh
you.
no! Oh no! Oh
Go,
no!
Missa.
You got
Oh,
5
no.
seconds.
Okay.
5, 4,
Okay.
3,
Oh my gosh.
2,
Okay.
1, go.
Hi. Okay. So when I was really young, I fell. Oh my gosh! I don't know what to say. I love Dan. I love my mom. I love my dad. I love just list all my family. I love Tommy. I love Eric. I love John. I love Andrew.
You
I
better
love
get
Alex.
everybody. Don't miss
I
anybody.
love all my nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
I love all my cousins. I love all my siblings. I love everybody in the whole wide world. I just love
Five,
so much, and I
4,
just like girls roll.
3,
And oh my
2,
gosh, I have so much more to
1.
say. Ah!
That's it.
Now you think of that.
The Oscar music starts playing.
I know. I was gonna say here, have an Oscar.
Yeah, dang, that was kind of what I did, huh? I should have. Dang it. Right.
Missed
I liked that one,
opportunities.
I started thinking about other things
That's
that I
good.
wanted to say.
That was a good one. That was good. That was
you
a
guys
weird. I
ready
felt
for-
weird doing that.
Yeah, how'd you guys feel about that?
It was a little uncomfortable. Not gonna lie.
I would actually die if everyone in the world was listening.
Am I-
I would not
Really?
like that. That is terrible.
Like, what do you
Oh,
want?
no.
What do you want from me, people? What do you want?
My mind was just going through like, what's in it for me? I need the money,
Dang.
fame.
Give me that cabbage, son.
Just because you say it doesn't mean that they would believe you.
But if everyone's hearing me, I'd become like a meme or something.
I should've
And
said-
memes become.
Maybe they think you're God or something.
I should have said Backstreet Boys is better than NSYNC.
Dang.
I think
Yeah,
I missed out
that's
on
what
that.
that was. That would have
That
been a
was
good
a
one.
Big opportunity to change the
Yeah.
world right there. You'd have changed a lot of people's hearts.
I think if I had said that,
Yeah,
possibly-
Lance Bass, get out of here.
yeah, if I would have said that, I think the world would have united. in that one
no more
moment.
wars.
World peace.
Yeah,
That would have been the answer. I
The
think
stars
you're
would have
right.
aligned.
No, that's what I wanted. Like, I wanted something profound, you know?
That's a hard thing to do.
That's hard.
You said girl power, right?
At the end, that's profound. Yeah, and I mean that, Felicia.
That's right. That's all that matters.
All the girls rule the world.
Next question.
Okay, we're gonna do the next question.
Do it.
Would you rather look like a potato or feel like a potato?
Ooh.
This is probably the deepest question of the night.
This is tough because it's like you got to question like the quality of the potato. Is it a red potato?
Oh,
Is it a
yeah.
Yukon Gold? Is it a Idaho Spud potato? Is it how old is this potato? Does
Just
it
a
have the
potato.
eyes on
You're
it?
getting too much
If you
into it.
feel
There's
like
a lot of questions.
if
I'm
you
over
feel
that
like
thought.
a potato, can you not move? Like
No, it's just how you feel on the inside.
Well, I don't know what a
But
potato
that's-
feels like.
that's
on the
your
inside.
That's the real
perspective,
question.
though.
What if potatoes feel really
that's
good?
interesting.
Yeah, what if they feel delicious?
Man, I bet
You
potatoes
know?
are just having a grand old time.
Yeah,
as they
soaking
eat
in the
'em.
sun, just being
Yeah.
lazy all the time.
Never
Well, he's in
pick
the
look
dirt,
like a
right?
potato because that means
Yeah,
you would
but-
feel like a potato.
Yeah, see, you get
'Cause you're
two.
just-
That's true.
yeah.
That's very true.
But then again, potatoes feel really bad when they get grated into yummy hash browns.
You don't know that.
But what if their satisfaction in life is to be ground into hash
So they're
browns?
super happy.
Yeah.
It's like I made it. I'm a French fry McDonald's. That's the highest I can go.
I think I'm gonna have to feel like a potato and
Yeah.
not look like one.
What if you look like a potato,
agree.
just like your face was the potato? That was it.
Hell
Yeah.
no. I would be
You're just a
single
potato head.
forever.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a
Just
good
your
thing.
head?
Definitely
Yeah,
feel like
you?
potato.
I think just
Feel
your head
potato.
being a
Yeah.
potato is better than your entire body being a potato.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel
I-
like
I
both
think you-
suck.
I
Both
think the
suck.
other one's more like a emotional, mental feeling. Eternal
Feeling like a potato.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like a potato. Because you could feel, if you could feel like a potato right now, if we all close our eyes and get into that potato.
Let's do
meditation.
this for the audience. So
What?
Let's do
whoever's
some potato meditation.
who's ever listening right now, close your eyes
Yeah.
and think of a potato, and really just absorb yourself into it.
Damn.
And-
In the ground.
You're in the ground. You're growing.
There's dirt all around
It was
you.
cool.
You feel like the
Cool.
nice warm sunlight giving you energy.
Yeah, but then like part of you is still in like the cool like mildly damp soil where it keeps you just like comfy in there. But then you have that
Okay.
heat at the same time.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
I'm
when you
sold.
sprout, you're surrounded by all your family potatoes.
Yeah.
And you're just so happy. I think potatoes.
But
are
then you
actually,
get ripped apart.
Oh, just
from your
some dude
family.
reaches in there and rips you out.
happened so quickly.
Then you get put in a bag. You can't see.
All of my
You get
potato
trapped.
tendrils.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, man.
I'd probably
that,
rather
dang.
feel like
that went
one.
south
You guys
quick.
totally ruined that meditation.
That was a totally
had some
meditative
fun.
thing.
That was
man.
pretty good. Especially
felt
with the
really-
soil and
I
stuff.
felt
Ah,
solid.
yeah, that was
You know,
good.
potatoes, they feel
With
so solid.
the mild,
Yeah.
damp, cold soil.
Do you know
Yeah.
if you
Oh, yeah.
cut up a potato, like the eyes, and then plant the eyes, more potatoes will
Yeah,
grow?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Did you know you could
Oh, I didn't know that.
beat someone to death with a bag of potatoes?
I believe
Whoa.
it.
But the real question is, how long would it take to get to the death part?
Oh my god.
With
No, but the real
It
questions
was a joke.
are,
You took it too far.
how do the potatoes feel while
Oh,
you're doing
that's
it?
right. That's the whole
Bring it
I
on.
bet
Bring
you-
it back.
I bet you it's all revenge.
You know what? We just went full
Sweet,
circle.
sweet revenge. Potato revenge.
Damn potatoes.
So we all think we would feel like a potato.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
so.
I think that's a unanimous.
What if everyone
Full
looked like
on.
a potato though?
Then it'd be
Then it'd be
normal.
fine.
Then we would
like.
Then there'd be that one dude who looks like a human, and we're like,
Yeah.
"You freak."
Yeah.
I think you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Our next question of the night. Where do you not mind waiting? Oh, that was quick.
Silence.
Yeah.
That was a
That's a
stomper,
hard
ladies and
question.
gentlemen. You should have seen all their faces were blank.
I don't mind.
That touched the
Not
soul.
mind waiting.
That was-
So this is my 100% honest answer.
Dang, 100%?
Yeah.
This is full.
You better be
guys.
all in.
This is
No,
real.
no,
real
no
talk.
Real
reverting
deal.
back.
Like this is
Okay.
the first thing I thought of.
Going for broke.
Sitting on the toilet waiting for work to go by.
I was thinking about the
That's
toilet
good.
too.
Good.
But then I was also about, it's nice to just wait in my car, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes
I
I
like
like.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because sometimes I like to get to work early and sit in my car and nap before work.
I do that. I've done that. I do that
It's
at
like
lunch
really
too.
too.
Yeah.
Cars are very
The
good.
car was a good
It's a
one
Good
because I
sanctuary.
like if I take Anna Paula and Kit to the mall or store or whatever. It's like I just wait in the car. I actually like that time.
I like waiting in the car
Give me some
too.
me time in
Yeah.
that cab.
So you like waiting on the toilet and in the car, and you agree?
I'm a car guy.
I'm a car guy,
I'm a
too.
I
car.
feel like
Yeah.
car is good. I'm trying to think of something else.
I
Don't be a
know,
sheep,
like
Felicia.
a different situation.
What you
Well, I-
truly want.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't ever really.
I
mind
waited in the
waiting.
car today.
And it was nice,
Yeah,
wasn't
it was nice.
See, I think
But-
that's the best one. You can't
But-
go any better than that.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like you get ahead of it, like in a hike. And then, like,
That's
you
so
sit
weird, 'cause
there
I was
like in
just
the
gonna
shade
say
and you're
that.
like, oh, it's so nice.
Oh,
And then like
mind
you're
connection.
resting, and then once they catch up, you start going. So they didn't get the
Oh,
rest.
man.
but
That's
you get
so
the
messed
rest.
up
I
because
did
I was
not
gonna say
think
that
that
because I
at
was looking
all.
at that painting and I was
Yeah.
like, huh.
Oh, great
Outdoors,
painting, by the way.
hiking.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a birthday kid.
Casey's also an artist. He's gonna draw more, and so is Trevin and Felicia. And Dan is cool.
What? What's going on?
Hashtag ad.
I heard.
Anyways,
I thought you said Casey
Sometimes
was a
I
drummer.
forget we're
He's
recording.
nervous because he's
Yeah.
a drummer.
Sometimes I forget we're recording.
That's a good thing, though.
That is a
She
good
said
thing.
everyone was an artist.
Oh.
You're an artist. I'm just teasing.
No, I thought you said something completely different.
Oh.
I thought you said Casey was nervous because he's a drummer,
Yeah.
and so is Trevin and Felicia, but not Dan. I'm like, I guess it's nice not to be nervous.
Shoot.
Now that would be.
Well, you're the
deep.
best drummer out of us all.
Thanks.
Yeah. Where are those
Dang.
bongos
Those bongos.
at?
I'm not good at those bongos. I try, and it's not a good thing
No, it is. Whatever.
for a
Mrs. just like,
5-year-old.
stop for the love, please.
Sometimes.
I'm
It's
trying
5
to do
hours.
schoolwork.
Dun,
Shut
I
up.
know. Like the first time we got the bongos, because we got them for Christmas for our audience members. This past Christmas, right? Or maybe before.
Before.
And like he would play him like every day, every night.
So you're like in Jumanji every day. Dun, 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 dun. You're like,
It was
oh,
like
it's
you
happening.
wait-
And then as
Yeah.
Miss is getting
Very
closer to smack me in the head, I'm going dun
Jamaican,
dun 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 dun.
It's very Jamaican. Are bongos Jamaican?
Actually, they are Cuban.
Oh, even better.
Anyways,
Bongos
wait.
are
Yeah.
an instrument.
So going back to our question, did we all answer it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
did.
think
Not
car.
mine.
Oh, you didn't answer it, Miss. What was
Yeah,
you?
you-
What was you and Felicia?
I think car, honestly.
I really
Or-
like
Unless you're in
Trevin's, like,
traffic
waiting. I don't know.
on the highway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Sometimes I
that's
do
where
like
podcasts
waiting.
come in. That's where this podcast comes
Actually, you know
Yeah.
what? I don't mind waiting in traffic because I listen to podcasts.
in. Yeah, but when you don't have podcasts, how do you
Or
feel?
An audiobook. I don't know. I always have podcasts. I don't know.
What if a EMP hit the United States and you can't listen to podcasts and you're stuck in traffic because none of the cars work?
I'm really good at daydreaming.
I would get out and hop along the hoods of all the cars. That'd be really fun.
I've actually fantasized or even thought about a lot, like apocalypse type situations. Like, what would I do? You know, this
Like,
is what
what's
I
your
do.
favorite apocalypse scenario?
I would have to have some zombies.
Just some. Not everybody, but-
And they can't run.
So not World War Z zombies.
Oh no!
Or what's that one? What's
No.
that one movie with
Will Smith.
No.
I Am Legend.
No, those ones would be crazy.
Yeah.
No, what was
Walking
the?
Dead.
Older one.
Breaking
Uh,
Bad.
Walking Dead
No,
zombies would be
It's
so
no,
easy.
it's a
24
skit.
days.
Yeah, 28 days later.
28 days later.
Those
Yeah.
guys are way fast. Those things don't mess around.
I would want apocalypse with aliens, guys.
No.
That's what you would want.
Oh, I would choose that over zombies actually.
I want apocalypse with dinosaurs.
I'd be so happy.
Oh,
Oh, you said that because I didn't think of
Dinosaurs?
it.
Yup,
that's actually pretty
That's
interesting.
really scary.
it
I'm
is.
so
But so
scared
is
of
zombies and
Wait
aliens.
a second. I always ask you that when we
But-
watch Jurassic Park if you would want dinosaurs
Well,
for real.
it's on podcast and I got it. So
He always says
It's
no,
on the
and I
record.
always say yes, just so everyone knows. Dan is a dinosaur hater.
See, I just
But
want
I'm
an
the
apocalypse
dinosaur
with
lover.
humans.
With
Like,
humans.
that's just
that is
easy.
the worst. You'd be
Yeah.
scavenging for food.
That'd
You'd
be
be.
so
It would be
realistic.
like martial law. Nobody. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think
But-
there would be like a chaos for a while, but then everyone's gonna start clanning and tribing up,
Mm.
and then
Yeah, you know what it'll be like? It'll be like freaking Mad Max.
So this is gonna talk.
I feel like dinosaurs would be the worst because they're huge and, like, you know, in The Walking Dead, they have the guns and they just shoot them in the head, the zombies.
Dinosaurs
So
would be
easy. But
intense.
dinosaurs, like this big T-Rex is coming after you. What are you going to do?
So
Just
last
rock
one.
that
ballistas and trebuchets.
I would
See,
ride
Dan
that.
has it planned out.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
What, Missa?
I would ride that dino.
Oh, which one?
All of them.
Just all of them. Just
I would be
jumping
like-
from saddle to
Yeah,
saddle.
I'd be like Legolas. You know?
Oh,
But with dinosaurs.
like-
I
like
get a blonde wig. and then
skateboarding
I'd
down
be
the
good.
trunk of a mammoth.
Yeah.
And doing all kinds of
I think
stuff.
Miss is the type if she saw like a long neck die, like she would cry with the long neck.
She would, with all the
Yeah.
long neck
You
You wouldn't
relatives.
cry if a long neck died?
Have you
that's
guys
too
seen,
bad, but
Have you guys seen Jurassic Park 3?
yeah.
The new one?
Oh,
Jurassic
Jurassic
World?
World.
Whatever.
Jurassic,
it's-
the Lost,
Oh, yeah,
the
the
Forbidden
long-
Fallen
the one.
Kingdom.
And
I
where they
cried.
died. Me too. I
It
did
was
cry
so
when the one they
sad.
died.
you guys
So,
cried
apparently-
in this?
So
His fault for not getting on that
So
boat.
apparently, in the commentary on the movie, they said that was the very first dinosaur you saw in Jurassic Park 1. Where like the
Yeah.
music's playing, he's like, oh
Yeah.
my lord, he stands on
Yeah.
the Jeep and he sees it.
Yeah.
That was the same dinosaur.
He died.
How would anybody know that?
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what the director said.
Oh,
You don't know
that's
anything.
jacked up.
He has the same blue
But-
spot on his
We
head.
Yeah.
But the
you know?
thing is, I
Same
feel like
birthmarks.
that was
Yeah.
after the fact. It's kind of like what J.K. Rowling is doing with Harry
Oh my
Potter.
Oh, let's not
gosh.
talk
Retconning
about that.
Just
Yes.
milk that cash
Oh,
cow,
no.
getting that fame.
I know. it's like-
Actually.
Dumbledore has 3 arms. You know.
One was Asian, one was
Tommy
black.
had a really good video. What was? Do you remember that
Oh,
video?
it was hilarious. There's some YouTube video about what J.K. Rowling is doing, but it makes fun of her.
Yeah.
And she's like in the corner and she looks so weird and she's like, what are you doing, J.K. Rowling? And she's like, well, did you know that Harry Potter goes poop and makes it disappear? And then she goes back in the corner like this. They're like, what? And he's like, oh yeah. And then Dumbledore's gay. And she goes, hi. So like, what are you doing over there?
Like, come on.
That's
come on,
exactly
J.K.
what
Rowling.
she's doing.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
Yeah.
so funny. Though.
she has a good story already.
I
Like, just
know.
leave it. It's fine.
It's the same.
J.K. Rowling, we love you.
Trying
If
to
you ever
keep-
listen to this, we
We-
love you.
We don't need to know.
But
what
we're starting to
religion
hate
Dobby
you.
is. Just like,
Just stop.
Well, it's just-
shut up.
Cut it
Delete
out,
Twitter,
JK.
please.
It's the same thing with Marvel. Is like that little kid with the Iron Man mask in Iron Man 2. He like stands up to the other bad guy.
That was Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was
Peter
Tom
Parker.
Holland. Like that
Oh,
was
that
like
was
Peter
Peter
Parker.
Parker.
Really? They
Wait,
said that?
who
Yeah.
said that?
The Marvel,
director?
yeah, not the
Oh.
director, but
Yeah.
the head of Marvel.
Oh.
They don't
Really?
plan that far ahead. Come on.
That's interesting.
You know.
Yeah.
You think
All right,
that's
next
part of like
question.
human nature though, to go back and try and find like significant meaning out of things?
Well, I
It's
think
just
that's
like
what
the
like
Disney stuff, you know, like with Tarzan,
Yeah.
and Tangled, and all that stuff.
Like we
Frozen.
want that stuff to be there just by
Like, everything
us being
connected.
human.
like
yeah.
when I watched the Frozen 2 trailer and they're running through the forest, I was like, that'd be way cool if Rapunzel was there for some reason.
Oh yeah, me too.
I was
That,
like,
that thought crossed my
team
mind
up.
too.
I guess it's like that whole like Marvel Avengers thing, and everyone's trying to do it.
I wonder if they're gonna do that with the princesses because I haven't seen the movie, but Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Yeah.
Aren't
they all in it,
Yeah,
you
all
know?
the princesses are in it. Yeah, I haven't seen
I
that
haven't
either.
seen it.
That looks interesting.
Throw down this.
All right, we going for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you could close one fast food chain due to disgusting food, what would you pick?
KFC.
Dang.
No, my heart.
What? That was
My
an
heart
insult
just
to
melted.
Kacey. And not Taco Bell?
Oh, my other heart.
Missa,
I
no,
think KFC
oh my
would go
gosh.
before. I've had some rough
They
times
say
with KFC.
Taco Bell is the healthiest fast food restaurant.
Okay, tell that to my stomach. Once upon a road trip where I vomited every hour for like, I don't even know.
So Taco
That sounds
Bell,
like a
5
fluke
hours.
to me.
Taco Bell
So-
is tricky. You have to get the right things.
Oh my gosh, see, that shouldn't be the case. Trevin, that's an issue.
When you look
It's
at
the healthiest, but only at the right times.
when you look at the menu and there's a full moon at night, the light from the full moon shines on the menu in the drive-thru and
And
it
it
shows
changes
you.
it. Yeah,
It
it
shows you what you
shows.
should order.
Yeah.
I just needed to know that. See, guys? I'm
What?
good now.
How do you guys feel? What if I said Chick-fil-A?
Oh yeah, I don't like Chick-fil-A.
It's
I don't really care
good.
for
I know a
It's a
lot. A
little
lot of people
pricey.
really like it.
I don't.
I like
Tasha and John are going to get so mad.
I like
Take
their
that,
ice
Toad.
cream.
Oh.
I don't eat
Do they
there
have
enough
good
to-
ice cream?
Yeah.
Zaxby's is better than.
I don't know what that
Good.
is.
It's
That's just
basically the
What
same
about
thing.
McDonald's?
Oh,
Can we
is it?
just shut down McDonald's?
Mickey
Like
D's.
chicken
Well,
nuggets.
you have to think
Chicken
about
The
nuggets.
economy would crash.
all
Kid
the,
loves Happy Meals.
Wendy's chicken nuggets are not that good.
or think of all the people that just lost their job.
Dang. Okay,
That's a
we're
lot
not
of
going
jobs.
into that.
That's
But
worldwide
Carl's
Talking
Jr.
about
unemployment.
Carl's
Carl's
Jr.
Jr.
Carl's Jr. is awful.
Disgusting.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
awful, misogynistic, and I'm gonna get on my soapbox. Okay, let's talk about this, guys.
Go.
What happened?
Throw
what
it
did
down.
Carl's Jr.
No,
do?
it's just awful. Well, Carl, have you ever watched any of their commercials? Like, they're so sexualized.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
girls.
Really?
They said
They
that
don't do that anymore.
they proved that
Probably.
like didn't work.
Yeah,
That, like,
and then
people
there's like
didn't
a
like
thing. They had like an ad thing where it was like the grandpa came back and he's like, "All right, Jimmy," and like patted the CEO and he's like, "You're fired." And it's like this young punk kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's like, "No more of this," and they're taking down all the bikini girls and stuff.
Oh,
like, we're getting
thank
back to our
heavens.
roots.
I
Oh,
remember.
He's in a
Yeah.
cowboy hat and big mustache.
That's funny. So they took that and ran with it.
I remember
Pigs.
as a kid seeing those commercials if my parents were in the room.
Oh my
Oh,
Like,
gosh.
oh crap, Carl's Jr. commercials coming on. I can't look. But when I was by myself,
Oh, exactly.
Oh.
yes. Yeah.
So-
This is an opportunity.
Wait, so you keep saying like you're crying. I'm talking to Kacey, by the way. That with every fast food restaurant, you're like, oh my heart. So which one would you close due to disgusting
Oh. Thing is, I like Carl's Jr. because they have the California burger and it tastes just like an In-N-Out burger.
food?
Why not go to In-N-Out?
Because they're like $6 a burger or something like that.
Oh, really?
But, and Carl's Jr. is close at home. I don't know what I would close. I would have to think of one of those. Chipotle.
Chipotle, huh?
Yeah.
I'd be okay with
Got all these
that.
fancy rich kids in there. I love Chipotle.
With their E.
you know?
coli and, you know, all that
thought
Really,
stuff.
Chipotle's
good.
Chipotle's one of those ones where like the first time you have it, you're like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah.
And then the second
Yeah.
time you have it, like, this is pretty good. Then the third time, you're like, it's alright.
What about the
Uh,
sixth time?
Then the sixth time, it's just like,
What
See,
about the
that's-
10th
I've
time?
never made it to 6 times.
See, that's
I think I've
funny
only been, like,
'cause
twice.
I'm gonna be honest, actually, I kind of made some of that up. I've only been there once.
Well, it's true though, because there's a very similar restaurant called Moe's,
And
Yeah.
Qdoba's one too.
and then we had free burritos for a year
Oh yeah.
because we spent the night. Got
In line.
like yeah,
Is
in
that
line.
when Steven
That's when
was
Steven
like,
has
Yeah, when
slept under
Steven
it.
was sleeping
In
on
the
the
rain
sidewalk.
with
In
the
the
tarp.
rain,
Yeah.
super wind, and then he had work the next morning, so I didn't even get.
He didn't
free
even get the
burritos.
pass.
Casey
Okay, wait,
came
wait,
in and
okay.
swiped it.
Some
Yeah,
people don't know this story, so like tell that story
Yeah, what
about
is that? Start
Steven.
that
This
story.
story
is
is-
so crazy. to
I was
me.
listening to Pandora, and it was like, Moe's is opening up in Layton. First 50 people get free burritos for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then my broke boy, no money, I was like, oh, like not doing it for the burritos, doing it to save money. And I was like, all right. And I called Nathan and Kacey and everyone. I was like, hey, let's get free burritos for a year. Let's
And
camp
Mike,
out.
right?
Yeah, Mike, he slept in his truck. And then Steven was like, oh, I really want to go, but I got work in the morning at 5:30 in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
And then we're like, oh, that sucks. And he's like, I'll come anyways. So I'm in a tent,
Good
like
old
Mike's in
Steven.
his truck. Nathan builds this like little shelter, and then it storms at night.
It was so
Like
bad.
super bad, like raining really bad, super windy. And then Steven, he has this little hard square pillow, and that is it. And he's sleeping on the cement.
Oh
But didn't he
my
have like a
gosh.
tarp over him?
No, and
though?
then like throughout the night,
He's getting rained on.
Nathan feels bad, so it gives him his poncho.
Oh,
And then
he just had a
Steven,
poncho.
yeah, Steven's sleeping with his poncho, and then like it's so windy, it wakes me up, and I open my zipper and I look out, and then it's so windy. Steven's holding the poncho on his chest, but it's flapping in the wind on the side of him, so it's not covering except his neck. And he's like sleeping like
Just
on
in the rain.
sidewalk.
Yeah, on the
Did
sidewalk.
you invite him in the tent?
It was like a one-man
Yeah, it was
tent.
like a one-man tent. It was just
Like,
me and
no one could
Felicia.
even-
Oh, because you guys
Yeah,
were
we
there.
were in there. Like no one else could
Yeah.
fit.
And then-
poor kid.
And then like 5:30 rolls around and he's like, "See you guys." And then Kacey came and got his spot.
Yeah.
Got his
Because I was
burrito.
working graveyard, so I just
Yes,
rode
he
my
just
bike
got
right
on.
off work.
That's funny.
Steve is hardcore like that though. He's always sleeping
He's
with
so
like
funny.
nothing.
And it's funny though, cause like we ate it like 1 week was really good, the next week was okay, and then after like 5-6 times, we're like, I can never eat here again.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh,
I kept it
that's
up for a
gross.
while though, because in my mind, because I guess I'm kind of like Trevin too, like financial things, like I take advantage of everything.
Yeah.
It's like it's free. I just gotta do it, you know.
Mm-hmm. I feel like
But-
I'd still be sick of it.
Yeah,
to
like
this
even
day.
to this day, if,
Like just
like,
thinking about it.
3 years later, I'm like, nope, can't
Yeah.
eat there.
I went back there this year though.
Was
You
it good?
did?
Did you
How
like
was
it?
it?
I had it in a bowl. It's actually not bad.
Yeah. Hmm.
But,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're not gonna try that again though.
yeah.
I don't even know what the question
Yeah,
was.
I forgot what we were talking about.
If you could close
Oh, fast
Oh.
food.
I would close
Oh.
most.
yeah.
Wait, did
All
Kacey
right.
didn't say
I'm gonna
anything.
ask you guys
Yeah, Chipotle.
the gorilla
Oh, yeah,
question.
Have you asked him that before?
Gorilla question.
So, all right. So, a guy has a squirt. You're walking. You're in a room, and there's another room attached to this room. Right. So you're in the main room. This guy throws a scorpion at you. It stings you. He's like, "Oh, now you're injected with this poison, and you have 15 minutes to live. And the only antiserum is in that room over there." And you go to the other room, and it's just like a door, and there's a little glass window, and you look through the window, and there's just a big old silverback gorilla with the antidote and around his necklace, and he's just like, "What do you do?"
Die.
You're just,
Oh,
you're just like,
dang.
nope,
I
nope, not dealing with that
hate-
silverback gorilla.
I hate monkeys and gorillas.
Really?
I'd rather
Oh
die.
my gosh.
Is
He'd
that-
probably kill me too. Like he's
I
a
would
big
come
gorilla.
save Felicia. I'm gonna come save Felicia. I would like to roll a saving throw.
That's wrong.
Oh, roll a throw saving. Anyways, okay.
I would try to like be really slow and act like a monkey. Ooh, 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 ooh. I need that antidote.
Would you dress up like a
Okay.
gorilla and go in there?
If I had the time to, but
Wait,
I'll just
how
take
long?
off my
15
clothes because I'm
minutes.
really hairy anyways,
Yeah.
and which I'm not. Dang it.
That's why I laughed. I'm
a
sorry.
lie.
Not that I know. Anyways.
I still don't have chest hair and I'm 26.
Aw.
You'll come in, man.
I
Give it
barely
time.
got armpit hair like last year.
Is it that Venezuelan blood?
I don't
think
know.
so.
I don't know what it is, but we're not hairy men. Like,
Well, I think it's because like most of the natives on the North American continent,
Uh-huh.
they didn't have like any facial hair or like any like body hair. So I wonder if we're like Incan or something.
Just because of that fact.
Yeah.
These
And
are my
it could-
ancestors. How do you know? Do you see hair?
I
I
know.
don't.
Yeah. But we don't know like on my mom's side her lineage, so we could be like
gotcha.
Japanese or something.
What
like way
the-
down the line.
Huh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, anyways, what would you do, Missa?
When Dan first asked me this, I said I would go in and I would tickle the monkey. Ooh.
With
then,
that
like-
noise. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah,
You'd be
and
like,
then I would-
whoa.
I'd take the vial and go and have a nice day, monkey.
That's pretty
Thank
good.
you for
I don't
being
remember
here.
what I said.
Oh, I don't remember what you said either. Did you say you would choke him out? I thought yours was like violent.
yeah.
I
I would
mean,
gouge his eyes out. You know?
I would definitely. I think I would. I don't know, man. Because if I would say at least I tried. But then what if I tried and I got it and now I'm all just mangled and all just all
Yeah.
jacked
See,
up.
that's
It's like
what
I got
was
the antidote,
thinking.
but
Monkey,
I
just
don't
like
have legs.
chimpanzees,
Yeah.
and it'll like pull your arms
Now
out
you're
of
just gonna
sockets and
bleed
stuff.
out.
They're vicious.
So in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna die no matter what. So might as well just go out fighting.
That's kind of what I
So
was
I just
thinking.
like strip down to my underwear and just scream in the room and start punching the.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. What if you live and you're just freaking just
See, I don't think I
maimed?
would even like try to get the antidote. I'm just fighting. I'm like punching him in the face.
Yeah. This is an opportunity.
But
Could've
even if those
hard.
were your last moments, why would you want to spend it fighting a freaking gorilla? Why wouldn't you
Because
just want to chill?
That will
Those
keep
15
my mind
minutes.
occupied.
And it'll
So I'm
speed
not
up the
thinking
venom in
about
your
it.
Yeah,
body.
Well, why don't you
So
just
you're
beat
not
up the guy who
going.
threw the scorpion at you?
Yeah.
I think, like,
Why would you go for the
Or
gorilla?
drag him
Is
into
it-
the room with the
no.
gorilla. When the gorilla's tired, you get the necklace.
That's what he
Or-
said.
when
I
I-
solved the damn puzzle.
or when I like go to the pearly gates, like, how did you go? Fought a gorilla.
And they'd be like, dang.
Dang. That was like not smart.
You
And I was
get
like, well,
super
You're
points.
You get-
stupid.
You get a fast pass. You know?
for all the lines, for
You're
all
in.
the rides,
Yeah.
the heaven rides.
That's what heaven
what if
is.
heaven
It's
is
just
Oh.
just Disneyland? But the rides are like through your life, or like going through my childhood.
Yeah.
You're reliving all these moments.
that kind of
it's
suck
like-
for some people.
Then you go to like
Yeah.
the Tower of Horrors or whatever. It's like, oh crap, bad place. Yeah.
It's like this.
At least you know it's
small
coming.
world, the small world ride. What if it's the small world
Oh,
ride?
that would be the
Oh,
worst.
ew.
Oh, that's
Just
not
over
heaven,
and
guys.
over. That's hell.
Is that
Yes,
is
yeah.
that from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
It's
No, I was just
from
thinking about. Have you ever been to
Universal
Small
Studios,
World?
right? Isn't that
Like
No, it's
in
Disney.
Disneyland?
Oh,
It's in
oh,
Disneyland, like,
yeah.
And
Like
they
the
sing it
small
in
world.
small
yeah, and it's those
after
weird
all.
dolls.
Okay,
Like
I
over
was
and over
thinking
and
of
over again.
Charlie and the
On-
Chocolate
on
Factory
the-
when they
Oh,
go like
yeah.
through
On
the,
the
on the river.
chocolate river.
It gets all
Yeah,
crazy in
that's
there.
What
So I
was that
remember-
guy thinking?
That's
when he
super
made that
Gene
ride?
Wilder. Moment of
Yeah.
silence for Gene Wilder. Okay. Go on.
So I remember we went through the ride at Disneyland with our family, and then like it was like me and someone else. I think it was like Jackson. Were like putting our hands in the water, and this guy behind us was like, "Hey, dumbass!" He's like, "Why are you putting your blah blah?" And it was just this dude, and Uncle John turned around. And he had like fire in his eyes. He was like, "What do you say?" And I thought we were gonna get in a fight.
Dang.
I was like, "Dang, Uncle John's sticking up for us." And he like shut that guy up way quick.
Dang.
I remember that. And I was like, "Dang, that's
Oh yeah,
crazy."
I remember that Disney trip, the one you guys all went on without me. Oh yeah, that was
And
good.
me.
You didn't go
Ooh.
either, but you were on your mission, were you?
Dang.
Or you did you just
Dang
not
it,
know?
I should have left my mission.
You could have
So I
made
could have
So
went to
you could go to
Disneyland.
Disney. Like,
Disneyland.
everyone in Utah went, and I was living in Utah, guys. This is all
That's
shame on all of
messed
you.
Oh.
And I didn't get the. It's okay.
Hey,
Now we
if
learn
it
from our
makes you
mistakes.
feel any better, they only used me to get cheaper tickets.
Oh,
'Cause I was in the military.
military.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. What
Yeah.
kind of family is this?
We're putting who are the aunts and uncles on this trip? They got
Put
some
'em on
fire now.
blast.
They're on ice. They're on
That's
thin ice.
Nice. That's funny.
Oh, gosh.
Throw down, Missa. What you got?
Another question? Okay.
Another one.
Another
Another
one.
one.
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled. Okay, so one time, side note. So, you know how DJ Khaled says, another one, and then he
Yeah.
always goes, DJ Khaled. So, Andrew.
Shout
was
out to
saying
Andrew.
that. Andrew, hey, what's up, homie?
Doing top secret stuff.
Yeah.
Andrew? Yeah.
Okay, Andrew said that. He would say that all the time. And so we were camping down in Goblin Valley in St. George. And John and Tasha were leaving to, go back to being John and Tasha doing other things before they had the baby. And me and Andrew had the paper towels, but John needed it to wipe off his windshield because it was all fogged up or something on the inside. And we wouldn't give it to him unless he said, another one, DJ Khaled. And then we would rip off a little piece and we'd
We give
hand
him
it to
one.
And then we would wait again and he was like, oh yeah, you were there too.
Yeah, I
huh?"
was there.
And we were like, okay, John, what do you gotta say? And he's like, another one. And we're like, no, you gotta say it right. And we made him say another one.
And so you give him one more.
Yeah,
And then another, they just made him keep. So finally he just left with it all
He
fun.
was the look on his face that was pure murder. It was the best thing ever.
It
So
was pretty
funny.
solid.
And shout out to John, little
Yeah.
Johnny, Jen,
And Tojo.
Jojo, Tasha. All right. Anyways, okay. Let's see. If you could only speak one word today, what would you say? I'm thinking that's just for today.
One word.
Yeah, just one. You got one word.
Can I only say it once?
One time.
Yeah, just
Wait,
once.
You can only say it once?
Well,
Or can I just say that
That's
one
the
word
one
over
word
and
you
over and
have.
over?
I think you just say one word. Like if you had to choose one word that would be the most of use to you.
Let's make this interesting. I would say yes.
Oh, dang! You would say yes to everything. That's intense.
Mm.
Wow.
And I would say
I don't know.
Maybe.
It's a good counter. Good counter. You got a maybe and a yes, man. What would you guys
Say
say?
no.
I would say duck, but with the F instead of the D.
Dang.
Dang.
No.
Because-
Grandma's listening.
No, it's because it has so many uses.
It does.
Give
Way
an
to-
example. Let's get a little brave right
Like,
now.
if you're like-
Way to
That
express,
word.
So if
to
you're
express
mad-
the diversity, go.
If you're mad, you're like, F, you know? But if it's like something cool, you're like, F.
Yeah.
So it's like so many diverse, like so diverse.
Dang,
in a word, you could
Trevin's
use
a
it for
potty
everything.
Now.
I don't say it.
No, say it right
So
now.
we know
I
what
just say
Trevin
duck.
does at
do
work.
it, say it, say it.
You'd be the first on the podcast.
Oh,
Alright,
that's too
who's
much.
gonna be
You
No
do
way,
it.
this is gonna turn
Don't.
into rated R. I don't want
One,
to do
Rated
No, no,
R.
no.
2,
Oh my gosh.
3.
Close your ears.
I can't do it.
That was really intense.
Everybody listening to the podcast.
Turn it off.
Seizure.
Say-
Oh!
Wait, he didn't say it.
We lost half of our
We're
listeners.
safe.
They're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear
We
it.
almost had a family reunion incident again. All over again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
I forgot about
And
that.
just for the record, I said 2 F-bombs.
Dang.
Still haunts me at night.
You
Oh,
are
my
just
goodness.
something else.
And then
Crazy.
Uncle Ryan shut it off. Remember that, guys? Good times.
I thought it was Uncle Ryan or Brian. I don't know.
Damn it, Ryan! I said the clean version. you did this to me.
He sabotaged
What's
it.
Yeah.
on a lip sync contest?
What about you, Missa? You
Oh,
haven't given
gosh.
us
What's your
an
one
answer.
word?
I wanna hear
Home
what
slice?
Felicia
I said
says.
no.
Oh, you would say no?
No.
I feel like I say that all the time.
I would
anyways.
just do yeah.
Nah.
And they're like, how do you spell that?
It's like Missa just went seizure mode. Call the
She's
hospital.
done. She's done.
She had a stroke.
Yeah, at work.
Oh, that
There's
was
a little
so
twitch
hard.
to it.
Yeah.
Kids would like jump on me, I'm sure. They'd be like, what's wrong?
You
Yeah,
can't do
yeah.
anything.
That'd be interesting. Alright, should we do the next one?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm kind of do picking and choosing.
That's alright.
Do a very
Best
deep one to get our like philosophy
Yeah.
minds going.
Get all up in that business.
This is philosophical. Oh gosh.
Oh!
I said
Grandma!
philosophical. I said philosophical, but I said it weird.
No.
She said it sneakily.
That was a shiesty move. That was you're playing shadow games.
I meant to say philosophical, but it came out philosophical.
Yeah, what,
I don't
how
even
did,
know how
how,
I
yeah,
said
oh,
it.
you know, you just don't want to do it again.
No.
Dang, Missa.
No.
Subliminal messages.
Yeah.
And it was like
You guys
quiet
are-
too.
It was.
No,
No one will notice.
You guys, I'm the host. I'm in charge here. Whatever I say goes, and that's not what happened. Oh
They're
my
gonna
gosh.
take you off the air.
Okay, if you could wedgie any historical figure, who would you pick?
Ooh.
And why? To add on.
Hmm.
Historical figure.
Abraham Lincoln, because
Really?
I
That was
think
mine.
the noise he would make from doing it would be really funny.
Hmm.
Because he has like that really bland.
How do you know?
Cause doesn't he have like
you
a really
only know
bland
because
voice?
of what's his name who played him. What's
Who?
that guy's name?
I don't know.
I
I don't even know
actually
what you're
watched
talking
that
about.
movie.
The Abraham Lincoln movie.
I've never seen
You
that
watched it?
movie.
Did
I
you like
watched it all.
I feel like it's just
I-
like a thing
I
that
found it
Abraham
really
Lincoln
interesting.
sounds like.
He's
that.
got like a bland
But-
voice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kinda
wasn't he
boring.
like a good speaker? But he just
Hey!
had like that.
Casey
Oh,
was
yeah.
saying something.
Oh, sorry, man.
Oh, what was I
That's so
saying?
You were talking about the Abraham movie.
Oh yeah, I watched the whole Abraham Lincoln movie, and nothing really cool happens in it at all. But it took me back in time,
Is it-
like as if it looked like how it would really look like and
Yeah.
be like. That's the only reason I watched it.
Is
It was good,
Daniel
but-
Day-Lewis.
He was Abraham Lincoln, really?
Yeah, right?
I just
Yeah.
think of him on what's the
There Would Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood. That was a heavy movie.
It's not
Yeah.
real.
That was a way heavy
It's not
movie.
real.
Missa just
It's not
doesn't
a
want to
real
see
movie.
it because she doesn't want to see
You gotta
blood.
watch that movie.
No
I don't. She
way.
can't. She can't. I don't think she can
No
handle it.
way.
What is that movie?
There Will Be Blood. It's about oil, drilling for oil.
Yeah, back in the day.
Back when they first started doing it, where it's super dangerous.
So what historical figure would you give a wedgie to?
Hmm.
I think I'd pop in and do it to Hitler right in the middle of his speech. And then pop right back
But then
out.
it just sounds just like he's speaking normal German anyway, so like no one
Dang.
notices.
Except he would.
no one-
He'd be like,
Except you would have Missa in the background. Like,
he'd be like,
In the history books, you just see Missa in the back. Mystery woman.
yeah.
Pulling up a pair of whitey
Hero.
ties with the Nazi sign on it.
She's a hero.
Gandhi
sure.
would be a mean one to do it too.
Oh, why would you?
No, he
that's
doesn't
all
wear
he
underwear.
wears.
He doesn't wear underwear.
He has
Well,
like
what is
a
it?
he has
Is it
like
cloth.
doesn't he have like the
Oh,
robe,
yeah.
the robe thong looking thing, like the cloth underwear?
See,
Yeah.
that would embarrass him also.
Yeah.
But he would take it so passively. 'Cause
He
that's what
would.
it's all about.
He would.
That would be
He'd take it
mean.
well. Yeah, you would be the
George.
jerk. You'd be a big old jerk.
Yeah. Don't do that, Dan.
I won't.
please.
I was
That's
just
his name,
thinking.
I don't think I could be married to you if you
I'm
did
gonna
that.
stick with Abe.
That's still kind of mean.
I would have to
It's
do.
done.
You son of a bitch.
I'll think about mine.
Okay.
Do you
What about you,
have
Trev?
yours?
The king. Oh,
Wait.
No, go.
sorry. King of England in 1776.
Dang.
That's
That's deep.
specific.
That's patriotic.
Yeah.
I know.
Patriotic. What the?
Not
that was
patriotic,
the-
but the yeah.
Yeah, 1776 was like the Tea Party and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Get back at him.
We're paying
King
attention.
George.
to-
Revolution.
Is that his name?
It's almost 2 a.m. We know
Yeah.
dates.
Yeah. 2
Years.
in the morning.
Who would you do, Trevin?
I'd probably do like the Emperor of China in like 500 BC.
Why?
Dang.
Dang.
Yeah.
He's got
At least you'd
nothing.
be able to see what the world was like at 500 BC.
Yeah. Some like ancient history, I think. Or like the Paleo Native Americans.
Do you think they
Like
gave
10,000
wedgies
BC.
back then? Like, do you think that
Did
was
they
a
wear
thing? Like,
clothes?
would they like bully each other by doing
Oh
that?
yeah, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure wedgies date back to like as soon as underwear was made.
Probably even before then.
Some
Or-
jerk was just like, I'm gonna yank on this and it's gonna suck.
Or like
Loincloth.
I'm gonna
Human-
grab these leaves and just boom.
Oh man, Adam
Ow.
and Eve.
There's a
Yeah.
bunch of twigs up
Adam
their
and
butt,
Eve
I'm
were
like,
giving each other
ouch,
wedgies
ouch.
back and then.
Dang.
That'd be a
It's-
painful wedgie. A bunch
it's
of twigs
funny.
and leaves up
Oh, that'd be
you're all
weird.
cut.
Didn't they have animal
Thorns.
skins though?
I don't
Once they were
know.
clothed?
Yeah, I guess.
What if they just had
Come on,
sage
guys.
I
brush?
thought they were
Talk.
naked.
Oh.
They were naked
Until
Until they got
they
kicked
left
out.
the garden.
until
Because
they
they
took
got-
the fruit and
yeah,
then
they
they
got
hid.
and then
embarrassed.
they realized
They
they were
hit
naked
puberty.
and they're like, oh my gosh.
Dang.
Dang.
Got
Yeah.
religious.
It's funny because it's like they recently discovered these Roman soldiers.
Trevin, no! I'm just kidding. Go
These
ahead.
Roman soldiers drew penises like on
Oh
the
my
Hadrian's
gosh.
wall. So all these historians like, man, human nature hasn't changed
Nope,
for
not
thousands
one
of years.
bit.
All these
'Cause
soldiers are joking.
Yeah,
Check
like-
this out.
Yeah, carving it in.
So gross.
It's gonna be good.
You guys
like-
don't know how many penises I've drawn at all my jobs I've worked at.
Oh my god.
We don't know,
Do you
but
put them
do
in
you?
secret places?
Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I do put them in secret places.
Yeah.
Like, where no one will find them, but they're
If someone
findable.
does, they're
Yeah.
like, what the heck? 2,000 years in the future, some historian's gonna be like, wow.
These guys were
Yeah.
obsessed. What is the symbol?
What does this
Oh my
mean?
gosh, you guys.
What is
As
this?
if they won't know.
Oh,
They start
let's
like
talk about
they start like
it.
worshiping it because they think it's like a snake.
No,
like a
okay, we're
religion.
done.
Change
We're
the subject.
done.
Wait,
We're done.
Change
Kacey
it.
didn't answer.
Oh yeah.
Who would you do?
Oh, who would I
Give the
wedgie?
wedgie to.
I would ask. Oh, I would wedgie the shooter of JFK.
Dang.
Like
Like,
right
right
before he's
as
about to
he's-
do
yeah,
it.
and it turns out he would have missed anyways.
What was that? Is
But
it
since I gave him a
Oswald?
wedgie.
Is that who it was?
Huh?
What was
That's
it?
true. They think it was.
Yeah, there's so many conspiracies with that.
Right.
Like no one really knows.
I'm not here. Anyways, continue, Kacey.
Oh,
What was? Yeah.
He was
I
gonna
just
miss.
finished.
Oh, good.
So someone wasn't listening. Thanks.
Oh no.
Oh my
Dang.
It's probably Alex.
Oh.
Alex
Because
is
Alex
always
isn't
getting-
Stupid
here.
head.
Yeah, he was gonna, but then he wasn't.
We'll see if he
Oh.
posts in the
Okay,
chat.
if Alex listens to this
Yeah.
podcast, he has to post. If he doesn't post, he's
He's
not
a
a
stupid head.
he's not a true fan.
Dang. Nobody
Stupid
wants to.
idiot.
That's the worst.
Said with
That's a
love.
stupid idiot.
Another
Seven
With
one.
love.
love.
But you can't say like idiot. You have to say idiot.
Idiot.
Yeah, you can't say you gotta say stupid idiot.
No, you can get away with it if you say stupid.
What?
Oh, that's pretty good. Sound like a Mexican girl, you know?
Yeah, stupid.
Hey, yo, stupid.
Oh no, we're not going
Do your
there.
black girl.
No,
Yeah.
we're
Come
not
on.
going there.
That's gold.
That's not something I do at parties for everyone listening. Okay, let's do this one.
She does that all the time.
You've been given an elephant. You can't get rid of it. What would you do with it?
Give it to Missa.
Yeah, you win.
Oh.
You win all the kisses.
Yeah, except I can't give it to anyone.
Oh.
I just broke the rule right out of the
Oh,
gate.
you
Dang it.
did. You
Dang
can't get
it.
rid of it.
Is it,
But
wait,
you
is
live with me, so...
this a baby elephant?
It's just an elephant.
I would give him
What?
a big tub.
You would...
of
No,
water.
you know what you would do?
No, I
You
don't.
would
What would I do,
you would
Missa?
give
What would I
him-
do?
You would give him a Missa.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I would.
That's
I would.
nice, guys.
That's pretty solid.
I love
That-
elephants.
That reminds me of the question: would you have an elephant-sized cat or a cat-sized elephant?
Oh.
Cat-sized
Elephant-sized.
You
Cat.
can do that with any animal,
would
though.
die.
So you could do that like with a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Like-
No, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you could just do that like with any animal with the elephant. So elephant-sized animal or animal that's the size of the elephant.
Yeah.
What would you choose?
That's intense.
Well,
Well,
depends on
Minnie's
the
always
animal.
better to take care of.
Yeah, that's what I was going for, was like a mini elephant.
I want
A
something
giant
big,
cat
though.
would suck.
Giant cat.
But I just
Because
want the
they'd
elephant.
kill you.
Yeah,
Just like throwing you around
Yeah.
like a mice.
That's
They're like
true.
this extreme predator terrorizing the city.
You
know?
wouldn't have to worry about
you could do
your
like
stuff
a-
getting stolen.
Like, what's a really cute small animal?
Like a
A
chihuahua.
skunk.
gerbil.
Yeah, like an elephant-sized gerbil.
Elephant-sized. Oh gosh.
Oh, I would do an elephant-sized street rat.
Ew.
Ew.
That is the
way.
worst.
That's
Right?
already what they are in New York City.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That's gross.
That's a rough one.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's bad. That's interesting. I don't know.
there are some nasty rats.
That would
I
be
would
pretty
do
cool
an
to have a little
elephant.
elephant, though.
That would be
Like,
cool.
you're just chilling, you're like,
What was that commercial? Was that like DirecTV where the guy had the little baby giraffe? And he was like a Russian guy and he was speaking a
Oh
different
yeah, I saw that commercial.
It
I
was,
forgot what
it was a
was.
while ago. I think it
Yeah.
was for like DirecTV or something.
What was it?
And I don't remember. It was just like this like Russian guy, and he was super wealthy, and he lived like this super lush
Yeah.
house. And then he just like, and I got this baby giraffe, and it's just like it's not a
Oh.
baby, but it's just like a miniature one.
Oh.
It's like this tall, and he's just like
Was that that
he like
one?
gives him like a
Cute.
cracker or something.
Yeah, I
the one
remember that.
alcohol guy? It's like
The Dos Equis guy.
yeah.
No,
Oh no. Oh.
I don't remember what it was for. I thought it was for like DirecTV.
Cool story, bro.
You like that?
Yeah.
Thanks. Only you compliment it. I appreciate it. Everyone else is
It was
jerk.
good.
I
It
saw
was a
this-
good commercial. Yeah.
That's good.
I have no comment at this time.
No
At least you're
comment.
honest.
I would have an elephant-sized Jedi.
Dang, really?
Oh,
That's intense,
nice.
dude.
that would be a lot of hair.
That, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I didn't think about
It
it.
would be snow.
Yeah.
Is it snowing
Be
outside?
white all
Oh,
year
man.
long.
And when he
Just
gets
Jedi
all
scratching.
crazy, just like hopping around
He's
the
not
house,
sitting in their houses.
just like goo goo goo. Like it'd be rough.
Dang.
Next
Do
question.
you want another one?
One more.
What is the meaning of life?
Oh my gosh.
Do you guys want to talk about the meaning of life?
Ooh.
I think
Yes,
the
you
meaning
can.
of life is to love.
Think so?
No.
I think it's to be happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think happiness is overrated in some instances.
Why would you say that?
Well, honestly, because like, so think of something that you've worked really hard for, and it was a lot of work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Were you necessarily happy during that time?
So the reward,
It's,
like all that struggle was worth it.
yeah, like you feel,
Sometimes though.
and
That
even
can still
at
be
the
the
end,
meaning
it's
of it,
like, you know, I don't know, it's like a sense of fulfillment, you know? I don't know, like I feel like you and I wouldn't be as close as we were if everything was happy and go lucky all the time.
That's true. That's true.
So I think,
But at the end of the road, when you reach the end of your life, is when you get the meaning.
not necessarily.
No?
But
So it's
I
like-
guess what I mean by that is like
Sorry, I don't mean to
Just-
shoot you down.
no,
You're wrong,
no.
Felicia.
Not like, I don't mean like to be happy all the time, because like obviously you're not going to be, but like to change things about your life to be happier, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't mean you're like perfect or your life is perfect, but if something's wrong, you solve the problem
So like
to
self-improvement type of
yeah,
stuff.
I guess more like that, I guess. I don't know. So just to be comfortable for yourself, you know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
you're not in a good situation, like just get out of it and figure it out. That's what I think. I don't know. Do what's right for you.
Yeah,
And
that
only
makes
you.
sense. Yeah.
That's what I think.
I say
Live
money
your own
and
truth,
power.
kind of.
What?
Live your own truth.
Money and
Yeah.
power.
I like those two also.
Money and
Yeah.
power.
I'm not so much into the power, but money.
Yeah.
Money makes everything good. You get the drugs.
Oh my gosh. Here we
You get the
go.
drugs, you get the women, you get all of it.
No.
No,
funny
I
thing
think
is,
life, we are just in a simulation. Like a guy really made a program and was like, enter.
I agree, actually.
Are you
Just
serious?
watch.
Like a Matrix.
Not a Matrix, like
Like VR, but not VR.
yeah, he's just
We all
like
have
watching.
Like
It's like,
Westworld, but not
Yeah.
the West.
Yeah.
like we're just on a computer screen right now, and some alien
It's the
is
Truman
like the
Show.
tentacles, like
What if it's just all for just one of us? What if this whole world was just made for Missa?
Oh.
We're just all
and
acting.
we're all fake.
And you guys are all just part of my story.
Yeah.
How
Like,
come you don't act how I want you to
and
act?
everyone's
'Cause that's
always
not how your
watching you,
story's
Missa.
going.
Yeah.
Like the
It's-
Truman Show?
Yeah,
You guys
or
mentioned
The
that
puppet
already.
can't tell
Yeah,
what
we
the
did talk
puppet.
about the Truman Show.
Already.
It's
a good movie.
Podcast.
You like that movie?
I liked it.
I like that movie.
Why do we like it?
It makes me feel weird though. It's like, what if?
See, that was
If
Jim
that
Carrey's
was-
prime.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
prime.
So-
Now he's just
And
like
then-
a
Now he's just
weirdo.
weird.
I rewatched Bruce Almighty, and
Dang.
Bruce Almighty's pretty good too.
I saw that for the first time. I never watched it because I
Recently.
thought it was too sacrilegious, but
Whoa.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed
Times
to
have
watch that
changed.
movie.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
once he did the
no, I
movie
watched it.
23 is when it started to go downhill.
That's when he became
23.
crazy because he went crazy in the movie,
Yeah.
and now he's crazy in real life.
Wait, what is that movie? I've never seen that.
He just you divide by 2 divided by 3 and it makes 666 and it's bad stuff. And then
Ew.
he starts seeing 23 everywhere and he starts
Oh,
obsessing about it and
okay.
goes crazy. I never watched it, but I just feel like it wasn't interesting looking. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm full of it. Maybe it is a good one.
you are
That was
full of
fun.
it.
I
You actually
know.
went
My eyes are
crazy?
brown. All the way up
Yeah,
to
he's
the
a
top.
How much
weirdo.
time
Full
do
of
we
it.
got?
Well, we're an hour right now.
Dang.
So this is a record-breaking podcast. Podcasting with the Exercise Man. 1 hour. Whoa.
Wow, your face just got real right there,
Yeah.
Kacey.
It's actually 1 hour and 2 minutes and
Damn.
35, 36, 37 seconds.
39.
And
Okay.
counting.
Well, do you guys want to keep?
This is a pretty
You guys
good.
wanna
This is pretty good
wrap
little chat
up, or-
podcast we got here, guys. That's pretty.
That's
nice.
pretty good, I guess.
That's,
That's pretty good.
that's real
That was
nice.
good.
It was okay.
Shut up. Get out.
Get up.
Okay.
Hopefully no one turned it off at the slugs.
Yeah.
Aaron's like, this is too gross.
Wasn't that the
Turn it
first
off.
one?
The
Yeah.
first question.
Right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I
Dan
hate
loves
this.
his questions.
I
He
love
always
those.
gets so excited asking
Or like
these weird
what?
questions.
Who would you pick, Kacey? Would you pick LeBron James or Kobe Bryant? Only if neither of them had legs. Which one would win? Doesn't need to be. Maybe it's not basketball they're winning at. Maybe it's a fist fight.
Maybe it's
Maybe it's
chess.
a torso fight. Maybe it's chess. Maybe it's
I would go
life.
Kobe.
Kobe.
I used to hate Kobe, and when he retired, I liked him. But now I hate LeBron. Oh, there's always one
Really?
player I have to hate.
Really?
LeBron's
What
the
happens
guy
when?
now, huh?
What happens when
Yeah.
LeBron's gone?
Probably I want to hate Kevin Durant.
Let's go down his list.
You got the
Who's
list.
Yeah.
next?
Steph
Fair
Curry.
enough. Fair enough.
I don't think I could hate him.
What if?
Steph Curry?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I hate him.
You asked me one
Andrew's
question.
gonna come out of the mic right now because he's listening,
He's gonna be like,
And I
And-
say, you're wrong.
I asked you a question.
and this karate chop you in the head.
what's funny is Andrew's not even listening to us through this podcast. He's listening to us through our phones.
Yeah, right now. Hi, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
What if he actually started talking back, though?
It speaks through the microphone. Hey guys.
I guess I would ask him how he's doing. I guess.
It's
He'd be
just like
"Sup,
a normal
young lad?"
conversation.
Have you guys seen the movie Mother
Yeah.
Trevin told me
The
about
horror
it.
one.
with Jennifer Lawrence?
Oh, yeah, no.
Where they're in the
Oh,
house.
no.
Has
No.
Where they're in the house.
No, I thought you meant when you said mother. I heard
Oh,
mama.
the ghost. Oh, yeah,
Mama.
Mama.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's weird.
I haven't seen Mother. Was that good?
That's weird.
I just saw like a bunch of scenes on it. It's actually really interesting.
It sounds super scary.
No, it's not a scary movie.
It's a thriller. It looks
Yeah,
like a
there's
thriller.
like
It's-
really weird things that happen.
It's like biblical.
Yeah,
I
so
know
she
that.
is Mother
Weird.
Earth.
Yeah, she's like
Oh,
Mother
really?
Earth.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it for me, you
Dang
butt.
it,
my
spoiler
God.
alert.
Dang, well, that movie's
Dang.
crap now.
Dang it.
Shoot.
But the way
Yeah.
Trevin explained it to me sounded super scary.
Wasn't that so scary?
Creepy.
Well, the trailer looks like it's a thriller.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy.
That movie's weird.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Wait, why do you bring that up?
Oh, because I was just looking into it yesterday.
Oh my
Yeah.
The meaning of life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What if... Never mind.
What if
No,
there-
drop it.
There is
Go.
no meaning.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's such a bleak way to like, end the night.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
I was expecting something else.
Well, whoever lasted an hour listening to this.
You're the real hero.
Lexi,
Congrats.
well, Lexi's driving around.
Dang,
She'll listen to
let's
it.
see
Yeah.
if she posts up in the chat.
Yeah, I wanna
Post
hear-
that up, Lexi.
Okay, I want to do some
Some
shout outs,
Lexi.
and you gotta respond in the messenger.
Or we know. We know.
Yeah, we know if you're listening.
So first shout out, I'm gonna Kendall.
What's up,
Dang. He's on his way to Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Doing some fishing.
Oh, yeah, it's
Oh,
fishing
really?
tournament, huh?
Yeah.
The
Very cool.
national championship for
Yeah.
fishing.
Dang.
He better win.
That's nice.
I know, it's like 50 grand or something.
Yeah, it's some
Really?
crazy amount. I remember he was talking
Oh
about
my
it at Callie's
gosh.
birthday.
That's crazy.
And a like brand new truck.
All right, do we have any other shout outs?
I'm going to finish shout out to Tanya T.
Ooh,
Ooh, I
mother-in-law.
wonder if she listens at
Yeah,
all.
she does.
She does?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because
Where are we going to?
Mama listens to all.
Oh my gosh.
It's biblical.
Alright, should we...
Alright, well,
Just two.
you're the host.
Thank you for tuning in with,
Oh, ruined it.
Okay, let me start over.
Go.
Thank you for tuning in with Podcasts with the Exercise Man. I have this weird voice on now, but we hope you have a wonderful night, and good night.
Good night. Bye. Oh, clapping.
Is it still going? Oh.
I was gonna get a beat going.
Oh, let's do that.
Nope, they already stopped it.
No, it's still on.
It's still going.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Okay, do it. Start.
Yeah.
Yum.
Ah!
That should be the intro music.
The intro song.
Have a good night, y'all.
See ya.
Bye.